Good evening. My name is Stephen Gladieux. I'm a director with the National Speleological Society, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about this year's director election. As many of you know, it is a very important election, unusually so. In a typical year, there are 4 open seats for directors. 4 seats every year make 12. And usually there are some incumbents who tend to get reelected. And so typically we expect maybe 2 or 3 new directors a year. This year there are 5 open seats because of 1 resignation and no incumbents at all. That makes this a very important year. On a full sitting of the board, there are typically 16 voting members and the president break ties. So 5 is nearly a third. The minimum sitting to have quorum is only 5 members of the board. So what we're electing this year is really important. The NSS is navigating a difficult time of growth and change. If we do not evolve and clean up our act in some cases, I really fear that the society will slowly continue to diminish and might become irrelevant. And that's something I don't want to happen. I'm hopeful that we can prevent that and that we can grow. I know we can. We have fantastic momentum on a number of really important projects. We've been working to reorganize the governance of the society and implement an executive director to add some consistency to our actions. We've been rejuvenating the PR part of the society with more and more communications and more transparency. We're working to create a new website with a new concept for a public-facing page that's going to be so important. We're working towards financial audit capability and generally more and more transparency and simplification of our finances, especially in relation to the headquarters. And finally, we're working to open the door toward having a board that is more representative of the membership at large, removing roadblocks to having everyone involved. The votes and energy, or lack thereof, from what the people that get elected this year will make or break all of these initiatives. We will lose momentum or we'll be able to follow through. That's why this election is so important. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about a few candidates and just in general implore you to do your research, read platforms, ask questions, and get out and vote. Many of you know Pete Johnson. He's done a lot of caving up in the Montana region, Tears from the Turtle, and you heard about or from him on recent Sunday night. Pete Johnson is just a fantastic candidate for director. He is professional. He has incredible follow-through. He is tech savvy, runs his own business, and has so much energy to give. Pete is a top candidate, and I really hope you consider him. In terms of energy, Sonia Mayer has got tons of it. You might be familiar with her as well. She knows exactly what she'd be getting into if she's elected as a director. She's proxied for one in the past and traveled out to meetings. That shows a lot of initiative. She's got really wonderful skills to offer the group. I hope you'll consider her as well. Ben Tobin has been just about everywhere in American caving and overseas as well. He's now a geologist with the state of Kentucky. Ben's dedicated both his personal and professional life to caving. Ben is a man of extremely sound judgment, trustworthy, who thinks things through and makes good decisions. You all know Nick Anderson, and you might not know Riley Drake. They're fantastic candidates as well, and they're both folks to consider. They've both shown that they have successful track records building connections between caving groups and are enthusiastic about getting new members into the society. So whether you end up voting for one of these candidates or another one, please read the bios, ask questions, and get out there and vote. The society needs you.